Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How's everybody doing? Well, I got a few baits, new baits from Bill Alexander. Bill was up the other day. Him and his wife Liz came over. It was great to see him again. And we went fishing. Fishing wasn't great. Caught a few, nothing special. But the greatest thing about fishing with a bait maker is they've always got some goodies for you to check out and to use and to try out. And I got a few things to show you guys. So now, for you guys who, are new to my channel, if you've never heard of Bill Alexander's made-to-order lures, M.T.O lures. He makes great jigs, hair jigs, swim jigs, and his new venture is the extended life baits, the soft plastics. And, if you guys are new to my channel, you haven't seen any of the extended life baits videos I've done, I encourage you to check them out. I've got a bunch on there. I created a playlist. You guys can check them out. But I just wanted to kind of show you some of the new plastics Bill left here for me to try out, and some of the jigs that he left. He left me some of these really cool football head. That's like a small finesse football head with this it's got some of the silicone skirt, some of the hair in there. Nice combination. Nice green color. Little football head. And these two guys, I might have actually had this one, I don't remember. And then he left me these two guys to try. He was throwing this around the other day. And this is like a 1/8 ounce finesse jig. That's just a silicone skirt. And it's got one of his extended life baits trailers on there, which I'll show you guys. But there it is right there. I thought I had another jig here, but I don't see it. I'm sure I'll find it after I do the video, or I dropped it on the floor. I thought I had another one here somewhere, but let's just show you guys these ones. Maybe this was the one he showed me, this other swim jig. Yeah, I think it might have been the swim jig. But there's that finesse jig right there. Very cool. And then I got some of the swim jigs to show you. That's got a nice combo of the silicone and the hair. So let me just kind of show you, and if you guys have, like I said, if you're new to my channel, Bill makes my favorite hair jig. That's one of the black hair jigs, 1/4 ounce. This is the 3/8 ounce in that olive green. But if you guys like throwing hair jigs, you got to check out the M.T.O hair jigs. They're my favorites. But let me just kind of show you what Bill left here for me. He left me a pack of the the Apex worm. It's like your Senko style bait, stick worm style bait. If you got, like I've said a few times, if you're new to my channel, if you haven't seen it, and he's even made them even softer than they were when they, first came up with the formula. But these, this isn't your typical, stick bait, this Apex. It has a layer of material through the center. I think you guys could see that line. You probably can't, but trust me, it's there. And these are all cut down and trimmed nicely and ready to go. When you throw this on a wacky worm, now, what's the problem when you throw a wacky worm? You throw it, you catch one fish, and the fish jumps up and spits the bait, and it tears in half. With that material through the middle there, when you take your wacky hook and go through that material, you'll feel it pop through, and you can catch fish after fish. If you guys like to throw a wacky worm, fish after fish after fish after fish, and that is not going to tear. If you tear one of these, you've had a real good day. You've had a real good day. And I go into trimming them and everything. These ones are all that Bill left me, the black and blues are all trimmed down already. So they're all ready to go. But if you haven't tried it, and you guys like throwing wacky worms, Senko style baits, stick baits, I encourage you to try them out. And I'll leave all the information for Bill. You can reach out to him if you want to try them out. But they're definitely, I can just tell by, the different, versions of the bait that he's come out with, because this is new, that it's just gotten softer and softer and softer. And these are definitely the softest ones that I've had from him yet. And he also gave me something that's really cool. We've talked about trailers for jigs a lot, on my channel this summer. And he gave me this bag of trailers. He's got these finesse trailers here, which are perfect for those little jigs. Actually, this one's even a little tinier. That one's even a little bigger. That's a bigger. This is a bigger size. That's a little smaller size. But for that finesse jig, there's one of his trailers, and that's got the material. I know it's tough to see on the video, but that material that makes these so strong is all the way through the claws. Because what's another issue? When you're throwing a jig, your claw, sunfish, perch, they tend to bite off. Small fish will bite off your claws on your trailer. With these, you're going to have to catch a lot of fish for them to bite that off. And that's the one that he has on this one right here. That's that trailer on there, and that's not coming off. It's not coming off the hook. It's going to take a heck of a fish to get that to bite one of those claws off. I'll even stick one on this guy for you. So when you pop it through, you've got material here in this meaty part, and then you've also got material all the way through the claws. So if you pop that on there, you'll feel that pop of that hook going through. So now I've got this finesse jig with that trailer on there. I can throw that around. I'm ready to go. It's a little football head, and that flop around. That's going to stay nice and tight on there. And I'm going to have the nice action, and my claws aren't going to get torn off. So here's a small one too. It's like black blue. So he gave me a bunch of these to try out, some different sizes. Pour this out here and see if there's anything different in there. I see some greens, like some watermelons, like some watermelon. Looks like some green pumpkin. You can see some are bigger, some are smaller. So if you want a little bigger size, smaller size. He even showed me one of these chunk type trailers that he's doing. And with that material in there, these are really strong. You don't have to worry about the fish. Here's one, before it's cut down, if you want to run it through and put it on the hook. So there's like a bigger size, full body one. So, you've got the apex worm, you got that predator, that icicle, some of those drop shot baits, the Ned and the craws. So here's that packaging. I'll show it to you guys again. I know I've shown you this a lot. Look at that. Northeast Bass Fishing YouTube page right on there. 10-pack. And these definitely are durable. Definitely are durable. And now the plastic is even softer. So if you're, if you like that wacky rig action with that bait, where that bait is kind of just going down and making that, that natural motion. Now they're even better. And this is not coming off. You can catch fish after fish after fish. So just kind of let you know what's going on with Extended Life Baits. I'll give you, like I said, a Bill's link. You can check it out. He's back from, he's back now until they decide to go to Florida for the winter, which I think is probably around Christmas time, but I'm sure you can fill your orders now. If you guys want some jigs, there's some swim jigs, and I'll show you the jigs that he left here in the packs for me to try out. So here's a couple of the swim jigs. I don't know if this is the same. Two of these are looks like that brown and purple. Looks like there's a little June bug in there. And these are 5/16 ounce, the mutant flea, and that's the swim jig. This color is the same. Let me see if it's the same as that one I showed you. Check it out. And I'll show you this packaging up close. Let's see if that's the same as that one there. Let me see if that's the same. Yeah, it might be the same. But here it is, here's one that's not been used at all. Here's brand new out of the pack. So if you were to order some of these swim jigs, you've got like that pointier swim jig head. And these are 5/16, so you got a nice weed guard there. If you want to trim it down, you can. Then you've got some purple in that skirt. Looks like some June bug, some brown. Looks really cool. It looks like, I didn't ask Bill, but that might be some silicone and rubber combined plus the hair. So you've got all three skirt types, it seems like, in there. I have to ask him, but I think that looks like some rubber skirting in there too. And they're all, if you guys can see that, they're all hand tied. So you don't have to worry about like those plastic keepers that eventually break. And whatever trailer you guys like. Now for, that size hook, I don't know if it says it on here. To me, that might be a 3/0. I think it's bigger than a 2/0. I don't see it written on there, but, let's assume I'm pretty sure that's a 3/0 hook. Nice, strong, sturdy hook. And, whatever you guys like to use, if you wanted to use one of those craws as a trailer, let me see what I've got sitting here. I want something that's not too big. Like, I would use maybe a little swim bait. I think that swim bait's too big. I could probably get away with it though, just for demonstration purposes. And it's got a nice, if you just move the hair from the hair, it's got a nice little bait keeper there. I got this Kitech sitting here, so let's see if I can rig that on there. Try to keep it as straight as I can. Now this is just for demonstration purposes, but oh man, that is the worst, the worst non-straight rigging job ever. There we go. That's a little better. The first time was terrible. Now, if you guys like throwing, so once you put your trailer on there, whatever it is you're going to put on, that really flares out that skirt. Now that's probably, you know, a bigger swim bait than I might use, even though, I mean, it's really not that bad. But you're going to have, you know, that skirt, you know, undulating in the water, and then you've got your kicker. You know, if you guys like to use, you know, swim baits as your swim bait trailer, but that's right there. That's pretty good. Now that's a little, like I said, that's a little bigger of a swim bait than I would probably use. Let me see what I got right here. Let's try it with a 3-3. I got a 3-3 Kitech sitting here. Let's try it with that. Yeah, I think that'd be better. Not that that one wouldn't work. I just think it's a little too big. I don't want to go too bulky. Yeah, I think that fits even better. So with that 3-3 Kitech, if like I said, if you prefer a swim bait as a trailer, that's a fish catcher right there. With all that, you know, that hair, the rubber, living rubber skirt, the silicone, that's going to look really good in the water. So that's like that. I mean, it's kind of like a peanut butter and jelly type color with the purple. I don't know, you know, what the specific name is. It's purple and brown, but it looks cool. And the other one that he gave me is this one here that's got, it's like a brown, orange, some of the green hair in there. I'll show you that one up close. So if you guys like swim jigs, you might want to try these out. And I've never met a jig that I didn't like, so. Now see, you guys know I love jigs, you know, with orange on them, so I really like that skirt color. That's got the brown. It's definitely got, I think that's definitely some living rubber. He's got the combination, which I like. It's the hair, the silicone, and the living rubber combo. That'll give that a lot of nice action, especially even in cold water. Green pumpkin painted head, little orange on there. That's pretty cool. Let me see if I can find a swim bait that really match that well. Try this mossback golden shad Kitech. And you can use it if you guys prefer a craw as a trailer for your swim bait. Really, to each its own. You can throw a piece of pork on there because those legs really swim well. So really, it's really up to you. There's lots of different trailers you can use on swim jigs, but this should match pretty nice right here. Put it right up to that keeper. That'll hold it right on nice and tight. And that's a nice combo right there. You could probably even get away with the 2.8 on here. This is the 3.3, and that fits pretty good. If you wanted something a little more compact, you go with the 2.8, if that's what you want. If you want to use a swim bait, if you just want to use a craw style bait. Let's see what I got here. I mean, that's a little big. Let's see what Bill's got here. Like one of these that Bill has, like this guy. Now, if you were going to use one of Bill's type like this, you're going to have this layer of the material that goes through that makes it strong. So what you want to do is you want to take the hook and go up one side of that and then pop it through the material. So I'm going to To me, it doesn't seem like it matters if a top or bottom. Sometimes the little claws have like little eyeballs, but these look to me like they're the same both sides. So I'm just going to go. So I'm going to go above, or actually, I'm sorry, below that line of material. Because once I get down there, I want to pop through it. So I'm going to go below it so that I can pop up and into it. And boom, you feel it pop. And then run that right along the shaft of that. So now you've got, that's pretty cool right there. And that's with Bill's crawl right there. You're going to have those legs, it's going to be swimming across the water again, and this is not coming off. It's through that, so I went through the bottom of the material and then popped up through it, so that's not moving. And then you've got the material through the claws, so they're not going to tear off either when the fish just peck at it. That's a great combo right there. I think I like that even better than the swim bait because it's more compact. So if the fish comes up and gets it, he might not just grab like the swim bait. He's going to get the whole claw and that hook. So that's a great combo right there. So that's the swim jig. They gave me 2 more of those. I'm definitely, you know, it's been a great jig year. So throw some more of those around. I showed you this is another one of the swim jigs. I showed you the football head. I showed you, and I showed you that finesse one, which is over here. So if you like those 1/8 ounce finesse jigs, he was catching some smallies the other day on this. You know, this way I throw in spinning, real finessey, getting it down there. Looks like a little crayfish for the bass. And the other thing that Bill showed me was, now for you walleye guys out there, he makes these sand fleas for the walleye guys. So this is the sand flea 1/4 ounce, and the difference is, and this is kind of like a perch pattern, I would say that, is if you can see how thin. You know what? I'll take it out for you. I hate to open them up, but for this one, I'll show you. I won't open the other one up. So for you walleye guys, and I am not a walleye expert. This one actually even has the red hook. But for you walleye guys, it has that thin head on there, which I guess really works well for working that down for the walleye. So for you walleye guys, if you haven't tried one of his hair jigs for walleyes, you might want to check him out. And like I said, that's the sand flea in the 1/4 ounce. There's Bill's, like, you know, info there on the back. I'll put all this in the description so you don't have to like pause your video and try and write this down. It's got his phone number on there, his address and all that. And I'll give you his email address. You know, Bill doesn't have a website or anything. So easiest way to contact him is just email him. I'll give you his email. You can reach out to him. He'll send you, he's got, I think, a 7-page document that has all the different jigs and everything. And I'm sure the extended life baits info if you want some of that too. But, you know, if you guys walleye fishermen are looking for walleye jigs, he's got those. For you bass guys, football heads, finesse jigs, that's a finesse football 1/8 ounce. I showed you the hair jigs before. You know I love them. Check out my other videos on his hair jigs. The swim jigs are really cool. You know I love a good swim jig, whether you want it with a swim bait trailer. There it is without a trailer. If you want it with one of Bill's craws on there, that's not coming off. Excellent combo right there. I think I actually like that better than the swim bait. But, you know, everybody has, you know, their favorite style of trailer. And then if you want to throw a wacky worm, that apex worm, and they're so much softer now. I can just tell from, you know, when Bill first started making them, how much softer they are now. That's really cool. So if you guys, you know, like throwing a wacky worm, check out that apex worm. There's the black and blue. There's the packaging again. I'll show it to you. That's had all the claws in there, the craws, which I've got a bunch here to try out. Some claws, some trailers. I can even throw that on a Ned. Some bigger claws for some finessey ones. So whatever size jig you have, it's got the trailer to match it. And I mean, this many will last you forever because they're so durable. They're so durable. That material through, it's amazing how they last. and still have great action. But that's it. I thought I'd share that stuff that Bill left. Here's that that M.T.O lures. There's that packaging again. Give you guys a good look at it. And check out my my M.T.O lures extended life baits playlist. You can see all the different videos I've done over the years. Lots of great stuff, more than I'm even showing you here. But I just love them. I love, you guys know I love jigs. I mean, I love them. As many as I have, I still, you know, this is great to, you know, I want to try these out. I can't wait to throw them. I can't wait to throw them. Because that's a great combo right there. Great combo. And there's that extended life baits packaging one more time. And check out that playlist. Check out the playlist of all the other videos I have of all his cool stuff. But that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll put Bill's address, his phone number, his email address, and that's the best way to reach him. You know, if you email him, he will send you he's got that document that has all the 7 pages or whatever it is of all his different jig styles. And it's probably, I'm sure it has the info on his extended life baits too. You guys can try them out. I mean, if you like throwing a wacky worm and you haven't tried this, especially now now that they're even softer, give them a shot. Give them a shot. Get a bag or two and try them out, and you will see how durable these are. You will see how durable they are. But that's it. So, guys, hope you enjoyed that. So, any questions, let me know. I can't wait to try these swim jigs next time I get out, which will probably be Tuesday. Went out yesterday. I'm going to edit that video together this weekend. Had a good day yesterday, even though some fish got off. But, you know, I'm just fun fishing, so as long as you're getting bit. But I had a pretty good day. So I'm going to edit all that together, even those fish that had to jump off because they were camera shy, I suppose. But it was a fun day of fishing. The weather is cooling down, which is nice because it was pretty brutal there for a while, but it's getting cooler. Water was in, I think, the mid-70s. Weather looks like it's going to be cool next week, so nice days to go fishing. And nice days to go fishing. It's nice to get out there and not be 95 degrees because I was a little brutal there for a while, but it is August, so that's it. So I'm going to edit that fishing from fishing yesterday together. This weekend and post that for you. But check all this stuff out. It's great stuff. You guys know I love jigs, and if you are a jig fanatic like I am, you know, you really got to check out Bill's different, you know, I love, especially, you know, hand, you know, these are all hand tied. I love the different skirt patterns. I love the living rubber combined with the silicone, combined with the hair. It's just, this is a lot of action in the water. But that's it. So thanks for watching. Please like and share this video if you guys are new to my channel. Welcome aboard, and I'll see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.